Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Kunja Vihari Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Giri Varadhari Jaya Giri Varadhari Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Giri Varadhari Jaya Giri Varadhari Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Kunja Vihari Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Kunja Vihari Yamunatiravanachari Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhava ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Gaura Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet naṣṭa-prayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavatyutama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, Chapter 7, chapter entitled Further Inquiries by Vidura, text number 40. Etān me pṛcchataḥ praśnān hareḥ karma-vivitsayā brūhi me jñasya mitratvād ajayā naṣṭa-cakṣuṣaḥ etān me pṛcchataḥ praśnān hareḥ karma-vivitsayā brūhi me jñasya mitratvād ajayā naṣṭa-cakṣuṣaḥ etān me pṛcchataḥ praśnān hareḥ karma-vivitsayā brūhi me jñasya mitratvād ajayā naṣṭa-cakṣuṣaḥ. Please chant. Etān me pṛcchataḥ praśnān hareḥ karma-vivitsayā brūhi me jñasya mitratvād ajayā naṣṭa-cakṣuṣaḥ. Mataji. Etān me pṛcchataḥ praśnān hareḥ karma-vivitsayā me jñasya mitratvād etān. All this may my pṛcchataḥ of one who inquires, praśnān questions, hareḥ of the Supreme Lord. Karma, pastimes. Vivitsayā, desiring to know. Brūhi, kindly describe. Me, unto me. Ajñasya, of one who is ignorant. Mitratvād, because of friendship. Ajayā, by the external energy. Naṣṭa-cakṣuṣaḥ, those who have lost their vision. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. My dear sage, I have put all these questions before you with a view to knowing the pastimes of Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are the friend of all, so kindly describe them for all those who have lost their visions. Kindly repeat. My dear sage, I have put all these questions before you with a view to knowing the pastimes of Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are the friend of all, so kindly describe them for all those who have lost their visions. Purport. Vidura put forward many varieties of questions with a view to understanding the principles of transcendental loving service to the Lord. As stated in the Bhagavad-gītā, chapter 2, text number 41, devotional service to the Lord is one, and the mind of the devotee is not diverted to many branches of uncertainties. Vidura's purpose was to be situated in that service to the Lord, wherein one merges undivertedly. He claimed the friendship of Maitreya Muni, not because he was Maitreya's son, but because Maitreya was actually the friend of all who have lost their spiritual vision due to material influence. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paścatya Desatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangdunglam hayate girim. Yat kripa tamahang vande Sri Gurun Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyeshwaram Katanchana smrite yasmin diskaram sukaram bhavet vismrite viparitam syat Sri Chaitanya namamitam. Hare Krishna. So this statement by Mahatma Vidura is very relevant here. Yeah. So the point of this verse is that how a pure devotee is actually a friend to all the living entities. Why? Because they always have this genuine compassionate nature. Yeah. They feel pain when seeing other living entities not engaging in devotional service. Yeah. That's why the pure devotee is Titiksava Karunika Suhrida. Suhrida means the friend. Yeah, the real friend. Suhrida Sarvadehina, to all the living entities. Yeah, so naturally a pure devotee will feel the genuine compassion in their heart. Yeah, and therefore that actually give the enthuse for them to preach about Krishna consciousness. Yeah. So it is developed by its own nature. Yeah? When one is advanced in devotional service, naturally he wanted to share the science of Krishna consciousness. Yeah? And their focus, their attention is only one. How can they serve Krishna and how can they bring others to Krishna? Yeah, Srila Prabhupada quoted the verse from the Bhagavad-gītā, chapter 2, text number 41. Yeah, vyavasayat mika buddhir eke hakuru nandana bahusaka hyanantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. Yeah. So vyavasayat mika buddhi means those who are fixed in transcendence. Yeah. Buddhi means intelligence. Yeah. Those who are using their intelligence in the service of the Lord. So they have only one pointed attention, and that is devotional service. Yeah, ekeha kuru nandana. So they have only one mission in their life. Bahusaka hyanantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. And those who are not engaged in devotional service, they have so many things in their mind. Their mind has so many branches. Yeah. In that purport, Srila Prabhupada, toward the end of his purport to that verse 2.41, explained that how transcendental knowledge is very important. Yeah, unless one is situated in transcendental knowledge properly, Prabhupada said, not only philosophically, but also practically. That means we have to realize the transcendental knowledge. Yeah, we have to realize the knowledge. Where there is no chance for sense gratification in fruitive activities. Yeah, so Srila Prabhupada glorified how important it is to understand, yeah, not only theoretically, but to realize in a practical way the importance of devotional service. Otherwise, one's mind is wandering here and there, yeah, looking for sense gratification. Because as long as one is colored his mind by fruitive activities, he will be always defeated. Yeah, this is very beautifully explained by Rishabhadev, Srila Rishabhadev in the 5th canto, in the 5th chapter, in the 5th verse. Yeah, para bhavas tavada bodha jato yavan na jñasya atmatatvam yavat kriyas tavadidam manovai karmatmakam yena sarira bandhaha. Yeah, so karma-atmakam means those whose mind is colored by fruitive activities. What happened to them? Na jñasya atmatatvam. They will not inquire about the atmatattva. So one of the questions of Vidura here is about atmatattva. How in the beginning he was asking how the jivas, although they are constitutionally pure, somehow they feel the miseries. Yeah. So how they become entangled. Yeah. So this is atmatattva. So those who are too much engrossed in the fruitive activities, na jñasya atmatattva. They will not inquire about the atmatattva, the science of the atma. So we have to understand also science of the atma is not simply pertaining about we being the jivas, but there is param atma, right? So the science of atma tattva means knowing and understanding the jivas, the individual soul, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is the question that Vidura put before Maitreya Muni. And of course, he's asking about the creation, the Purusha incarnation, so on and so forth. Yeah. But here, the concern in this verse is that the importance of Lord Hari's pastimes is being emphasized. Yeah. Because Lord Krishna's pastimes is unlimited and it includes the Srishti Tattva. Yeah. His pastime is not just, playing with the gopas and dancing with the gopis in Vrindavan and killing some demons. But the Srishti Tattva is also Krishna's pastimes. What is Srishti Tattva? The pastime of creation. Yeah? The pastime of creation. The Purusha incarnation. How Mahavishnu creates millions of universes. This is called Srishti Tattva. And that is also Krishna's pastimes. Yeah? So Vidura is also very eager to know about this kind of pastimes. Why Srishti Tattva is very important? In order to convince us that yes, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And when we see the pastime of Lord Krishna, let's say like lifting Govardhan hill, stealing the gopi's dress, we still convinced that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yeah. Otherwise, we may think that, oh, it's just a fantasy. It's not real. But if he creates the entire universe, then what is the problem for him to lift a Govardhan hill? Right? So therefore, Srishti Tattva is very important. Yeah? This is explained in the 2nd canto in the 8th chapter, the importance of Srishti Tattva. Yeah? So Lord Hari's pastimes is actually the only solace for the living entities who are suffering in the material world. Yes, is it true? Yes, it is true. Yeah, it is true. Yes. So therefore, the nature of the Mahatmas, yeah, so they're always eager to share Krishna consciousness. Yeah, doesn't matter with whoever. Yeah, with whoever they will always very eager to share Krishna consciousness. Yeah. So vyavasayat mika buddhihi. They have only one focused attention. There is nothing else. Whatever they do should be connected in Krishna. This is called the vyavasayat mika buddhi. Yeah. So there is no chance for them to engage in any other activities beyond devotional service. Yeah. So that is the only activities that they want to do. Yeah. Only Krishna consciousness. Yeah. There is nothing else. Therefore, here Vidura is putting this question not only for his benefit, actually. This is another symptom also about great devotee, that actually when they put forward some question to another great Mahatmas, they don't just ask question for their own benefit. Do you think that Vidura doesn't know the signs? Yeah? He's a pure devotee. He's one of the 12 Mahajanas. Yeah? He's Yamaraj. He's Yamaraj. He knows everything. He knows everything. But now he's taking the role of being Mahatma Vidura and asking all these questions to Maitreya. For what purpose? For our benefit. Yes. Yena yena vatarena bhagavan harir ishwaraha karoti karnaram yani mano gyani chana prabhu yatrin vato pyaratir vitrishna sudyat satvam sudyat yatrin vato paityaratir vitrishna satvam sudyate satvam sudyat. How is that verse? 10, 7, 1 and 2. Yeah. Try have a look to it. So Yena yena, this is the statement of Parikshit Maharaj. Yena yena vatarena bhagavan haririshwara karoti karnaram yani. First of all, Parikshit Maharaj is glorifying that actually Krishna Katha is both pleasing to the ear and purifying to the heart. Can you read that verse? Yatrin vato paityaratir vitrishna sattvam harotat puruse chasakyam tadevaharam vadamanyase chet. Thank you so much. Yes. So, yatrin vato paityaratir vitrishna. Arati means there is no attraction. Yeah, there is no attraction. For most of us, we don't have this attraction toward Krishna Katha. Why? Because of vitrishna. The thirst for material activities. Yeah, material activities, vitrishna, pya arati, vitrishna. But somehow or other, if we get that little inclination toward Krishna Katha, sattvam sudyed, so we become purified. And then what next happen? Bhakti harautat puruse chasakyam. So when one is purified through hearing the pastime of the Lord, so he developed bhakti, and not only developed bhakti, but he developed the inclination to make friendships among the devotees. Puruse chasakyam tadevaharam vadamanyase chet. So, tadeva haram vada. So, haram. It is very interesting how Srila Prabhupada translated this one word, haram. Yeah, one word, but he gave very long meaning over there. Yeah, the pastimes of the Lord, which should be heard and kept on one's neck, like how we are wearing the neck bead, right? What Srila Prabhupada say exactly over there?
The activities of the Lord which should be heard and kept on the neck as a garland.
Yes. So that's the meaning of the word haram. Yeah. The word haram, it's amazing how Srila Prabhupada translated just one word, like just to make the point clear that the pastime, that the activities of the Lord should be always heard and emanate from our neck, should be always kept in our neck. Like how we are wearing our kantimala, we never take it off. So the pastime of the Lord also should be always emanates from our neck. Yeah. Tadeva haram vada manyase chat. Manyase. And Parikshit Maharaj said to Sukadeva Goswami that if you think I'm qualified to hear this, please tell me about these pastimes. Yeah. So what is the qualification of hearing the pastime of the Lord? Sadhyo hridya varudyate tra kritibi susru subis. Yeah, kritibi susru subis. With humility. Yeah, with humility one has to hear the pastime of the Lord. Otherwise, if we think that, oh yes, I know. Yeah, how many times you have heard the pastime of Krishna is being bound by Mother Yasoda? Practically full months during Kartik. So each single devotees who give class, they always talk about these pastimes. Yeah, for one full month. And then the next year again, the same pastime we hear. But somehow or other, we always relish it. Yeah, we relish it because we have the right attitude while hearing Krishna's pastimes. Yeah, whatever so-called knowledge you have, just keep it out before you sit on the Bhagavatam class. Yeah, just like how we keep our shoes outside the temple. Yeah, before entering, we keep it out. So similarly, before sitting, hearing about the Bhagavad-gītā, Bhagavatam, yeah, Krishna's pastimes, we should come in the mood of, yes, I just want to come to hear Krishna's pastime. I have no knowledge about Krishna's pastime. Then only we can relish. Otherwise, we will not relish the pastime because I already know. This I already know mentality is pretty dangerous. Yes. So that's the mood actually being exhibited here by Mahatma Vidura. He, with a fold hand, he inquired from Maitreya. Actually, before meeting Maitreya Muni, he met very young personality, Uddhava. Yeah. Even after being kicked out, after being kicked out from Hastinapur, Mahatma Vidura, when he went for pilgrimage, so he met Uddhava. So he was ready actually. He was ready to hear Krishna's pastime from Uddhava. But Uddhava said, oh no, you are my senior, so you better go to Maitreya Muni. So we see how humility that Vidura is exhibiting here. So I wish that me personally, one day I get that kind of genuine humility while hearing the Bhagavatam, because it is very important. Otherwise, whatever we hear, it will just go out, We don't appreciate the speaker because we think that I already know. Yeah, I know better than the speaker. Yeah, so that's the point here. The pastimes of the Lord should be always heard and also emanates from our mouth, yeah, through our neck, like how we are wearing our neck bead. Yeah, so it should be like that, And only through this actually, the preaching is going on. Yeah, the preaching is going on through Krishna Katha, through Sankirtan, through Krishna Katha. How Prahlad Maharaj, when he was in the school, so he is doing the preaching mission. Yeah, he is sharing the knowledge, Krishna Katha, to his classmate. Yes, prayena deva munaya swavimuktikama maunam charanti vijanena parartanista naitan vihaya kripana vimumuksa eko nanyatvadasya sharanad brahmato nupasye. Yeah. Na anyattvadasya sharanad. Prahlad Maharaj mentioned this to Lord Nrsingadeva in his prayer that there is no hope for the living entities to be completely happy unless they surrender to Krishna's lotus feet. Vimumuksa eko. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not at all interested in my own liberation. Prayena deva munaya swavimuktikama. There are so many great demigods, great rishis who are so selfish, they simply concerned about their own liberation. Maunam charanti vijanena parartanistad, and they perform great austerities such as Mauna Vrata, and they went to a secluded place, just meditating, no talking, because they want their own liberation. But Prahlad Maharaj said, Vimuksa eko, vimumuksa eka. As far as I am concerned, I don't want my own liberation. Let also all these people be liberated. So unless they engage in devotional service to the Lord, there is no hope for them to be liberated. Yeah? So that is the nature of a pure devotee. They always want to share Krishna's pastimes, signs of Krishna consciousness. Advaita means non-envious. Yeah? How Lord Krishna glorifies the qualities of the devotees in chapter 12 of Bhagavad-gītā. Advaita sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankara sama dukkha sukha sami samstuta satatam yogi yatat madriddanechayaha mayarpita mano buddhir yo mad bhakta same priyaha. At the end, Krishna said, yo mad bhakta same priyaha. Such kind of devotees is very dear to me. What are the qualities? Advaita, non-envious. Advaita sarva bhutanam, to all living entities. Maitra, making friendship. Maitra karuna evacha, and he is very merciful. Nirmama, this is very important. Non-possessiveness. Oh, this is my bag. This is my house. This is my country. So on and so forth. But a pure devotee, nirmama, he thinks that he is akinchan. He has nothing. Everything is belong to Krishna. Nirmama, nirahankara. There is no false ego. Sama dukkha sukha sami. So he see that happiness and distress in an equal level. Same. Santuta satatam dhira. He is always sober. Yatat madriddanechayaha, and perform devotional service with driddaneschaya. Great enthusiasm. This is called dridda. Driddaneschaya. Dridda vrata. One who has great determination in performing devotional service. Driddaneschaya. Mayarpita mano buddhir. And always engage his mind and intelligence in the service of the Lord. Yo mad bhakta same priyaha. So for such kind of devotees is very dear to Krishna. So do we all want it to be very dear to Krishna? So somehow or other we have to put some kind of attempt in the enthusiastically serving the Lord. So devotional service is so powerful. And it's actually the easiest method compared to any other processes, spiritual processes. Devotional service is the easiest. But it doesn't mean that devotional service is easy. There are so many yama and niyama that we have to follow. There are so many rules and regulations. There's so many prohibitions that somehow or other we have to take to our heart and practice it. So it's easy compared to any other spiritual processes, but in one sense also it's not easy. Because you have to get up early in the morning. You have to take your commitment seriously in chanting your prescribed rounds. Follow the 4 Gulati principles. Yeah? But those who have developed taste in devotional service, all these practices becomes easy. Yeah? For us, now we think that to become vegetarian is easy. Right? When you smell even garlic and onion, you feel like, you wanted to vomit. Yeah? Because you practice devotional service, and that service purify your heart. And naturally we decline to all this kind of stuff. But those who try to be vegetarian without performing devotional service, it's really hard for them just simply to become a vegetarian. Yeah? So devotional service is easy, but at the same time it's not so easy, depending on from which aspect we see it. Yeah? Yes, so that is the science of devotional service. That is the secret of devotional service. So somehow or other, try to seek the association of good devotees. Being enthusiastic is not at all easy. Not all the time we can be always enthusiastic in performing our service. Not all the time that I can chant my round attentively. Yeah. So somehow or other, try to get good association. Yes, because the vibration of a good association from a very enthusiastic devotees will give us hope that yes, I also can feel it. I become enthusiastic. Yeah. So devotional service is not just between you and Krishna, but there are so many things involved. Yeah. There is another devotees, that help you to advance in Krishna consciousness. Because one cannot practice devotional service alone. Yeah, you will definitely fail if you think like that. So you have to always in the association of devotees. How Srila Rupa Goswami nicely explained that sadhu sangha is just like the fence, protecting the bhakti plant. Otherwise, some animals may come at any time and just destroy the bhakti plant. So sadhu sangha is very important. And the main core of sadhu sangha is Krishna samvada. Yeah, discussion about Krishna. Yes. What about if someone plays cricket, for example, with another devotees? Is this sadhu sangha? Yeah, it's just a gathering of some practitioner. Yeah, so there should be Nam Sankirtan, there should be Krishna Katha, there should be this Priti Lakshana that Srila Rupa Goswami explained. Yeah, there should be Priti Lakshana, there is the 6 loving exchange. Yeah, then it is considered to be sadhu sangha. Yeah, not otherwise. Okay, so I will read again the translation of this verse, and we will have question and answer, if any. We have 15 minutes. My dear sage, I have put all these questions before you with a view to knowing the pastimes of Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are the friend of all, so kindly describe them for all those who have lost their vision. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the nice class. So all the previous verses we were discussing, the answer is in today's verse, such as topics for sense gratification, economic development, and the so-called politics. So many topics, so many questions were raised in the previous verses, and now we find the answer in today's verse. So this is something to contemplate on. Also, I was thinking at one point you said we should never think we know better than the speaker of the Bhagavatam class. So, of course, if we have a speaker like Maitreya Muni or Vidura or Uddhava, Srila Prabhupada or an exalted devotee, comes across as pride or arrogance if we think like that. But in today's society, we have speakers of various grades, like somebody with nice realizations and someone not there yet. So we shouldn't lose our discriminatory power to understand what the speaker is saying, try to connect it with the Shastra and see, how much of it is realized knowledge and how much of it is his personal opinion. So Prabhupada said we should become independently thoughtful devotees. So we should never lose this discriminatory intelligence. Just a comment.
Thank you. Yes, very nice point. Any others? Yes.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you for your class. You just mentioned about the pure devotees, like Vidura is also one of the Mahatma. So some devotees are there who doesn't want to practice chanting or deity worship and any other, but he wants to only distribute book of Gita. So what about this person? He will be considered as a Mahatma? According to Bhagavad-gītā, right, it's mentioned that the person who preaches my word is the greatest. Okay. Can you explain a little bit? Thank you.
So he doesn't want to chant, he doesn't want to do any other activities other than distributing books. Is that your point? Thank you so much. Yeah. A great devotee, first of all, he practices himself. Yeah. The word acharya means he's teaching by his own example. Yes, so he's not only enthusiastic about distributing Bhagavad-gītā, as you mentioned, but first of all, before he distributes the Bhagavad-gītā, he will study the Bhagavad-gītā, follow the instruction in the Bhagavad-gītā. Yeah, strengthen his sadhana. This is Mahatma. Otherwise, it's just simply, I would say, a hypocrite. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's simply a hypocrite. Yeah, you don't practice, you don't chant your japa, you don't do any other thing, but you just want to preach Krishna consciousness. But how is it possible? How you convince me? How you convince me the taste of a mango? Unless you taste the mango first, you get the realization, you get a clear picture how the mango tastes, then you can convince others that yes, the mango tastes like this. Yeah. Otherwise, if in your life you never tasted mango and you try to convince others about the taste of mango, the sweetness of mango, then you are ending up by speculating. So in this case, I would say that we cannot consider such kind of devotees to be Mahatma. Yeah, because a Mahatma would practice the devotional service by himself, first of all, and then when he becomes advanced, so natural tendency to preach will arise naturally. Yeah. Otherwise, probably he just simply wants some follower, could be. Yeah. But if he doesn't chant, if he doesn't do his sadhana properly, then we cannot consider such a person to be a Mahatma. It's just a hypocrite, because he is posing himself to be a great scholar of Bhagavad-gītā and distributing the knowledge of Bhagavad-gītā, but he himself doesn't practice it. So we should stick to the principle of acharya. Yeah? You have to teach using your own example. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, thank you for the class. Here when you quoted the shloka from the 10th canto, 10 point, whatever, like 10.7.
712, yes.
There, the questions which being asked, it's very, like, it's benefit for all, like, you know, like, yeah. So how is it that how we can get this way we ask questions which can benefit for all? What is the mood? And how do these questions come, which we can benefit for all, including ourselves? Usually it is like I cannot chant my rounds, or it's all I. How do we develop this mood?
Yes. Thank you so much. It will come naturally, when you have the genuine feeling of compassion toward others. We don't think that Mahatma Vidura here pretending to be a person without knowledge. Yeah. First of all, he has knowledge. But this question put forward by Mahatma Vidura, he asked to Maitreya Muni in such a way that actually is not only for himself, but for other listeners also. Yeah, or those who will read this record. Yeah. Then now your question is that how to develop that mentality, how to develop that mood, First of all, it should not be artificial. Yeah, it should not be artificial. It should be genuine. And that genuinity will come when one progresses in devotional service. Yeah, because Srila Prabhupada also mentioned that the symptoms of a person advancing in Krishna consciousness is that when he developed this genuine compassion toward other living entities. Then when you ask question, then it's not only for you, but it's also for the benefit of others. So the more you practice, that genuine feeling will come.
Prabhuji, then how would you describe developing genuine compassion according to you? How do you describe? What is the...
Any other would like to? Yes. Achintya Prabhu.
Just earlier point and coming to this, if someone poses to be a Mahatma and does not practice and distributes books, that's wrong. But you also have a scenario, like for example, in the early days of Prabhupada establishing the Krishna consciousness movement, you had a drunk who came and kept some toilet paper in the toilet. And Prabhupada said he has done some devotional service, although he was drunk.
Yes.
So there could be devotees who may not be practicing in the proper manner, but they may not be posing as Mahatmas, but they may still be distributing books, which is better than, it's not a hypocrisy, but eventually they'll come to the platform of proper practice because Krishna recognizes that service. As long as they're not posing themselves to be something like a Mahatma or something. And regarding compassion, Prabhupada taught us that all of us should try to distribute his books. So that way, by doing it practically, then we'll slowly develop that genuine compassion. Because compassion breeds compassion. We may not know that this is an act of compassion fully in the beginning.
Yes.
Because Prabhupada has told us to do it, Krishna says it, we're doing it. But as we do it, then we also develop. So similarly, if we go out with the preachers, those who are preaching, or whatever, whoever is preaching, whoever is distributing books, if we just associate with them, slowly we'll pick up that mood of compassion.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Okay. Any others? We still have 5 minutes. All right. Grant. Wait for the microphone.
Regarding Prabhu, before he said, there is a Bhagavan, Lord Krishna is saying, Yayidam paramam guhyam madbhakteshu vidasyasi bhaktim me param krutva mame vaishasi asamshaya. What you told, without knowing that the ripened mango, the taste, those things, Lord Krishna also saying, if you are going to preach, if you are, without knowing me, you cannot preach those things, like selling like grocery items like that. It's not a way. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Yes, you
Hare
have.
Krishna.
You have
Sorry.
2 minutes.
Just, Prabhuji was mentioning that part. I just want to let. One time, there is one devotee who gave a class from Florida, Rana Govind Prabhu. I attended his class. He mentioned that one time, a devotee joined in his class, mentioned he bought a book, people who sold other books, which is like a sense gratification, all about. I heard I forgot the exact name. So he bought a book from him and he became devotee. So how it can become we should not sell as a grocery. In the USA, there are so many people in the grocery market. We have a stall there. They keep all that books. So how you could say that is right?
That's the power of Srila Prabhupada's book.
Hey, Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada said, what is the value of your 2-3 minutes preaching, right? But if you convince them to take the book and then they read the book, their life will be entirely benefited. So how to become devotee? That's the power of Srila Prabhupada's book, right? Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hare Hare.